After World War II ended, the United States and the Soviet Union were supposed to get along. Oh, but they had another thing coming. The Iron Curtain is one of the issues of the Cold War. These superpower countries became allies after Germany betrayed the Soviet Union during World War II. The Marshall Plan came, and the United States wanted to rebuild Europe and increase its economy. The Soviet Union did not take part of the Marshall Plan because they thought that the United States was getting advantage of Europe. That's when they started to become enemies. Three of the most powerful leaders of the Allied powers decided to get together in the Yalta Conference. In 1945, in the city of Yalta, Stalin, Churchill, and Roosevelt got together. The meeting of the Yalta Conference was to determine the future of Germany. They decided to split Germany in 4 zones, one with each representative of the Allied powers. That means one part was Soviet Union, the other one Great Britain, the other one France, and the last one the United States. Another reason of the Yalta Conference was to have in these 4 zones free elections. Identify which country did not follow the order. Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of Great Britain that led his country from defeat all the way up to victory during World War II. He is also famous for his speech when he mentioned the Iron Curtain between the countries of Europe. Even though Churchill did not win the elections, he was anti-Nazi and anti-communist. So he started to communicate that communism was spreading all around Europe. On his famous speech on 1946, Churchill mentioned the word Iron Curtain. That meant that a boundary was descended across the continent. In Churchill's famous speech, he mentioned the Iron Curtain. The Iron Curtain is a boundary line which divided Europe. It diminished contact and restricted travel imposed by the Soviet Union between the communist countries of Eastern Europe and the capitalist countries between Western Europe. Guess which leader wanted to spread communism along Europe? Well, Joseph Stalin. Communism is a system where all property is public and the government gives you things according to your needs. On this map shows the eastern part of Europe under communism and the western part of Europe under capitalism. Countries like Poland, Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Hungary, Soviet Union, and many more became under the regimen of communism. On this map, we can see the Iron Curtain is the black line that goes across Eastern and Western Europe in the countries that were involved in capitalism and communism. The division between Europe provoked another war called the Cold War. That is a period of intense rivalry and competition that lasted until the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991.